Trump versus Zelensky. The shocking war of words. Streamline News exposes the truth. The world watched in astonishment as U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky clashed in a heated debate that could change global politics forever. We dives deep into the real impact of this verbal showdown. Who's telling the truth? Who stands to lose the most? And what does this mean for Ukraine, Russia, and the future of international relations? This very public spat, fueled by social media and amplified by news outlets, laid bare the deep divisions that persist over the ongoing war in Ukraine. Trump, never one to shy away from controversy, launched a scathing attack on Zelensky. He labeled the Ukrainian president a dictator and accused him of manipulating the United States. Zelensky, facing down a Russian invasion, refused to remain silent. He fired back with a pointed rebuke, accusing Trump of living in a disinformation space crafted by the Kremlin. This war of words, though seemingly distant from the battlefields of Ukraine, carries significant weight. It has the potential to impact the delicate balance of international relations, particularly at a time when unity and resolve are paramount. The accusations, the denials, and the underlying geopolitical currents all demand closer examination. Donald Trump's accusations against Volodymyr Zelensky were as personal as they were provocative. Speaking at a rally in Florida and echoing sentiments expressed on his social media platform, Truth Social, Trump did not mince words. He declared Zelensky a dictator, painting a picture of a leader abusing his power and misleading the American people. Trump's central accusation revolved around the idea that Zelensky was playing former U.S. President Joe Biden like a fiddle. He accused the Ukrainian leader of securing billions of dollars in aid while mismanaging the war effort. Trump went on to claim that Zelensky had broken a deal on rare earth minerals, insinuating a level of corruption within the Ukrainian government. Furthermore, Trump alleged that Zelensky bore responsibility for unnecessary Ukrainian deaths. He implied that the war could have been avoided, and that Zelensky's leadership was directly contributing to the suffering of his people. These accusations, delivered with Trump's characteristic bluster, landed like a bombshell on the international stage. Volodymyr Zelensky, a man accustomed to Russian propaganda and facing the daily threat of missile attacks, did not back down from Trump's accusations. In a measured yet firm response, Zelensky countered that Trump was living in a disinformation space. He pointedly suggested that the former U.S. president was being influenced by Russian propaganda, a serious charge given the context of the ongoing war. Zelensky underscored the importance of the U.S.-Ukraine partnership. He highlighted the support Ukraine has received from the United States and Europe. He framed this assistance as crucial not only for Ukraine's survival, but also for the defense of democratic values against Russian aggression. Addressing Trump's claims about rare earth minerals, Zelensky categorically denied any such deal existed. He pointed to the lack of security guarantees as a major obstacle to any such agreements. Zelensky's response, delivered while leading a nation at war, demonstrated a steely resolve and a commitment to setting the record straight. To fully grasp the weight of this exchange, one must understand the backdrop against which it unfolded. Ukraine, since February 2022, has been embroiled in a full-scale war with Russia. Cities lie in ruins, millions have been displaced, and the death toll continues to mount. In the face of this existential threat, Ukraine imposed martial law, a necessary measure to mobilize resources and defend the nation. However, this state of emergency has also meant the suspension of elections. Zelensky's term was set to end in May 2024. But with the country at war, holding free and fair elections has become an impossibility. This suspension, while understandable given the circumstances, has provided ammunition for Zelensky's critics. They argue that he is clinging to power, exploiting the war to maintain his grip on the presidency. Yet, recent polls paint a different picture. A February 2025 survey showed that 57% of Ukrainians still trust Zelensky, a stark contrast to the 4% approval rating touted by Trump and his allies. Section 5. International outrage. A chorus of condemnation. Trump's verbal assault on Zelensky did not occur in a vacuum. It sparked immediate and widespread condemnation from the international community. European leaders, already wary of Trump's history of cozying up to autocrats, lined up to denounce his remarks. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz expressed his unwavering support for Zelensky, praising his leadership in the face of Russian aggression. Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson echoed these sentiments, emphasizing the importance of transatlantic unity in the face of shared threats. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock went further, accusing Trump of undermining Western efforts to support Ukraine. She argued that such divisive rhetoric only played into the hands of Vladimir Putin. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer joined the chorus of condemnation, calling Trump's comments deeply irresponsible and reaffirming the UK's commitment to Ukraine. Section 6. Disinformation and distortion. Trump's false narratives. Central to Trump's attack on Zelensky was a web of misinformation and distorted facts. He repeatedly claimed that Ukraine had initiated the war, echoing a Kremlin narrative that seeks to absolve Russia of its aggression. This false claim ignores the well-documented history of Russian involvement in eastern Ukraine since 2014, culminating in the full-scale invasion of 2022. Trump's assertion that Zelensky had a 4% approval rating was equally baseless. As previously mentioned, credible polling data contradicted this claim, showing Zelensky maintaining a strong level of support among Ukrainians. This deliberate distortion of facts raises concerns about the sources of information shaping Trump's worldview. It also highlights the dangers of misinformation in the digital age, where false narratives can spread rapidly and influence public opinion. Section 7. The U.S.-Russia shadow play. Negotiations without Ukraine. Adding another layer of complexity to this war of words were the concurrent talks between the United States and Russia. High-level officials from both countries met in Riyadh, ostensibly to discuss ways to end the war in Ukraine. However, the conspicuous absence of Ukrainian representatives at these talks raised eyebrows and fueled suspicions. Trump, in his public pronouncements, claimed that the U.S. was successfully negotiating an end to the war. He suggested that his administration could have brokered a deal, implying that the current impasse was a result of Biden's weakness. Adding intrigue to the situation, Russian President Vladimir Putin praised the new U.S. attitude, suggesting a potential softening in relations between the two countries. This U.S.-Russia dialogue, shrouded in secrecy and conducted without Ukrainian participation, has raised concerns about potential concessions being made at the expense of Ukrainian sovereignty. Section 8. The geopolitical fallout. Trust eroded. Alliances strained. The fallout from the Trump-Zelensky clash extends far beyond the realm of rhetoric. This very public spat has the potential to erode trust and strain transatlantic relations, precisely at a time when unity is crucial. Trump's accusations against Zelensky, coupled with his praise for Putin and his claims of successful U.S.-Russia negotiations, have sown seeds of doubt about American commitment to Ukraine. European leaders, already wary of Trump's unpredictable nature and his past pronouncements on NATO, are now left to question the reliability of the U.S. as a security partner. This erosion of trust comes at a pivotal juncture in the war, with Russia showing no signs of relenting and Ukraine heavily reliant on Western aid. Any cracks in the transatlantic alliance could have dire consequences. Section 9. A perilous path forward. Navigating the information war. The Trump-Zelensky clash serves as a stark reminder of the perilous information environment in which this war is being waged. Disinformation, propaganda, and distorted narratives have become powerful weapons, capable of shaping public opinion and influencing policy decisions. As the world grapples with the fallout from this war of words, it is imperative to prioritize truth and accuracy. Fact-checking, critical thinking, and reliance on credible sources of information are essential tools in combating the spread of misinformation. The international community must remain vigilant in calling out falsehoods and holding those who spread them accountable. Furthermore, it is crucial to recognize the power dynamics at play. The voices of those directly impacted by the war, particularly Ukrainians themselves, must be amplified and given center stage. The path forward will be fraught with challenges, but by prioritizing truth, accountability, and the voices of those most affected, the international community can begin to counter the corrosive effects of this information war and work towards a just and lasting peace. At Streamline News, we bring you the facts, the analysis, and the truth behind the headlines. What do you think? Is Trump right, or is Zelensky being unfairly targeted? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Streamline News, turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Stay informed, stay ahead. This is Streamline News.